Chicago, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Athletics going up against the Chicago White Sox. Now here is Lawrence Butler.
For the A's, right fielder Lawrence Butler.
That one ripped. That's going back. Back some more. And that ball is out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. First pitch doesn't find the zone. He caught it behind his back. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. But when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
J.J. Bleday, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty. And that skips into dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
One down, base is empty. Stays alive. Got him swinging.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a two-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
Two outs, base is empty. Next offering is downstairs.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And he deals. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 2-2. That's a little bit low.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Back here on the south side. And today on the hill, Luis Severino.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first, here's Mike Tauchman.
Mike Tauchman.
On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wastes no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now here's big center fielder Luis Robert. That one's upstairs, ball one.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Misses, and it's 2-2. Runner at first with no outs here. Severino kick steals, gets a piece, and stays alive. And that's in the dirt. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, it gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
Benintendi up here on the ground to third. In plenty of time to first, and Benintendi is out.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Andrew.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the one run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it to his knee, the throw, and that's a great play for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Here on the south side, top of the second, and now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic? If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
Ball one there. Perez, a 6-foot lefty, 200 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. And a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. And that one clips the corner. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Next offering down in the dirt. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Batting seventh,
2 outs, base is empty. So
Brown.
here's Brown at the plate. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on. And there's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That to right. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Back at right field, here's Josh Rojas. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. Severino back to work. Just missed.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
And it is 2-1. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Lenny Sosa now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Designated hitter, Miguel.
Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. And that misses. 1-0. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Next offering is fouled back. Hit hard, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Batting 8th, the shortstop, Brooks.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Brooks Baldwin. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Corey Lee in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one finds the zone, and now 3 balls and a strike. Fouled off left side.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Severino, outside corner, got him looking. So one hit is all they get. We played 2 full. It's the A's 1 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's Luis Urias. On the inside corner for a strike.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that. I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So digging in, Jacob Wilson. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Vaughn makes the catch, and there's one away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the A's 1 and the White Sox nothing.
What now? Jump out. About to get on your bumper. Shorty that's with me gon' shoot like a jumper. Rounds get the rain and go boom like a thunder. One got your name on it, calling your number. So stay in the house for
set for the bottom of the third, and now the catcher comes up to him. Corey Lee. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next pitch is downstairs. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. On the ground right side to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Up next for the White Sox, right fielder Mike Tauchman.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Just missed. Ripped on the ground to second, over to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, center fielder Luis.
So here's Robert now. Caught
Jr.
looking, and he takes a strike. And that one fouled off. That's inside.
That's inside.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew
Benintendi steps up. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swinging a foul out of play. In for a strike. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Out to short. And a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn now. Grounded out his first time up. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next
I got a
pitch,
ball,
not
1 strike.
close, up high. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of
1
the
ball,
jam.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
In the dirt. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Struck out swinging his first time. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
2 outs. That misses. And now it's even 1-1. Way inside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The other way. Wilson. The throw to second is offline. And here is Sosa to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
Counts 1-0. That's ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Pitch is in there. Now 2 balls and a strike. Bases loaded. 2 down. Fouled off down the right side. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Full count.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. That one 95 to finish him off.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
On to the fourth.
Leading
Now
off
the
for
A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
Brent Rooker.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball one. Clips the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Line drive. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the
Now
out.
batting, center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
This is J.J. Bleday. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Baldwin makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers, the next to hit, went down on strikes his first time through. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed
1 ball,
there.
1 strike.
And that one missing low.
2-1.
That one finds the corner. That is strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
All over that one right there.
Now
I know it was a
batting,
ground
first
ball, but it was
baseman,
absolutely
Tyler
hammered
Soderstrom.
through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Next to hit, Tyler Soderstrom. That one's in there. Strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Langoliers off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And
1
that
ball,
skips in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Strike him out.
2 outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Sit him down.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Gotta love the resiliency he
Now
showed in that
batting,
at bat,
second
battling
baseman,
with 2
Zach
strikes.
Gallo.
Kind of just punched it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Now at the plate, Zach Geloff.
Ball, that's
First
inside.
offering, and it just misses. Two on, two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. A's strand a couple. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here on the south side, bottom four, and now the DH, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas.
And that one fouled off.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
To the right side, Geloff. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Now batting, shortstop,
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Struck out looking his first time. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hit weakly on the ground. And foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. One down, base is empty. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Nope. That's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And there's a ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball left side, he'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Lede on the move. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's two away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Lee stands in now and watches strike one. The Athletics have some bullpen action. TJ McFarland up and throwing. Otanez getting cranked up as well. And a base hit up the middle. So now back to the top of the order.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. Inside, just missed. Swings through that.
1-1.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
That's ball
missed.
2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Just off the inside edge.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Luis Severino. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That catches the corner.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now, ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
That's off the inside corner. 1-2 to count.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
And a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the left fielder, Seth Brown. Perez back to work and delivers outside.
You know, these A's need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt, boots it.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Go ahead run on base, and here is Luis Urias. Oh, he can't hang on. Gets off a throw. There's one, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Now batting, number 5.
Stepping in, Jacob Wilson. He popped out his first time. Just missed. Urias leads off first with 1 away.
Aye.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at first, 1 away. Base knock, center field. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Butler in the box now. Takes strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
On the ground to third. Tags the runner for one, and that's two. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. Home half of the fifth coming up. All tied 1-1. Here on the south side, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom five, Andrew Benintendi. And that's way high. Ball one. Murdoch, a 6'8" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a curve, and he works in a two-seamer.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Fly ball center field. Lede puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew
Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. First pitch, and he just misses. On the corner for a strike. Not close with that one. Ball two. On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the White Sox, third baseman, Josh.
And next to him for the Sox, Josh Rojas. He was late there, strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That's way outside, and the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. In the air, center field. And that'll do it. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's some real power at the plate. Brent Rooker. And that misses. 1-0.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
The next
Ball
offering
two.
misses, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Gus Barlin getting ready to go. Eller getting loose as well. The count 2-1. That's to third. A dive. Nice stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Lede into box again. Takes a strike. All tied up, and we're the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Martin Perez gives way, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher for the White Sox, number 64.
Number 64.
Here's the power-hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
And there's a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
To third, Rojas. Throws across the diamond. The A's go quietly. So they make short work of them there. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the sixth. All tied 1-1. And we're back. Leading off, Lenny Sosa. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. The A's bullpen has some movement. Tyler Ferguson appears to be getting loose. Leclerc warming up as well. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. That's through there for a strike. Next offering way upstairs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
And next is the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a ground ball. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brooks
And up next for
Baldwin.
Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. 0 for 2 in this one. And a slider in there for a strike. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting.
Here's Corey
catcher,
Lee,
Corey
known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Popped up. Urias. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. So 1 left for the White Sox. Still tied 1-1. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the A's,
And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. And that's
Nope,
a little bit
that's a ball.
high. And that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That's
That's
down
a
and
ball.
in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Two down. Fights it off. He'll see another. A little bit high. And that's ball 3. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so
Now
fun to
batting,
watch.
second
Nice job of
baseman,
driving that
Zach
pitch the
Gallo.
other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Go ahead run on base. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Gallo. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Soderstrom rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and the A's have moved out in
Now
front.
batting,
Well
left
done.
fielder,
Drives in the run.
Seth
Put a
Brown.
pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Next up for the A's, Seth Brown. And that's
Ball 1.
downstairs and outside. Next offering is in for a strike. Popped in the air, left field, and there's one down.
Up next for the A's, third baseman, Luis Urias.
And now, Luis Urias. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
One-run game. The A's looking for some insurance. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball
1 ball,
by
1
him,
strike.
elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That one clips the outside corner. 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe. And they lead by 2.
Back against the wall with 2
Now
strikes,
batting,
but found a
number
way.
5.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Number 64 won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Jordan
the White Sox.
Leisure gets handed the rock out of the
Number
pen.
49.
Just trying to keep this one close here,
Jordan
and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That misses, and 1-1. Just missed.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Another.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
One down. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. This guy with light tower power. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball for a strike.
I think it was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Misses inside. Now 3-1.
Now batting, center fielder J.J.
One
Burdett.
gone, runner at first. Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. Grounded to third. Could be two. Off balance feed. There's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. 3-run shot for the A's. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at right field, bottom of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Line to left, and that gets down for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, center
Luis
fielder,
Robert now, 1 for 3.
Luis Robert Jr.
Right through there for a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Tauchman gets his lead at first with nobody out. In the dirt. Just missed. And there's a ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times.
Now
2 runners on,
batting,
nobody
right
out,
fielder,
and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great
Benintendi.
opportunity to put up a crooked number.
First and second, no outs. Benintendi to the plate. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run across. Now a relay to the plate. Tag. Not in time. He's safe. It's 6-3.
Hey, they're right back in this thing after adding those 2 runs on the board. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Noah Murdoch done for the afternoon. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
Athletics,
Ferguson gets the call from the
number
pen.
44.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. First
That's a
pitch
ball.
doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2-2 the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him. And now 1 away.
Now batting,
Josh
third
Rojas
baseman,
now at the plate.
Josh Rojas.
And the first
Count 1-0.
offering is not close. The other way. It drops in, gets away a little bit. The run comes in from second, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Man at first with 1 gone, and next to hit for the Sox, Lenny Sosa. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. The tying run at the plate, and that is out of play. This one in the air right field, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter, Miguel.
Next is the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas. Out to center. Lede gets under it, squeezes it, and that ends the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8th inning coming up. It's the A's 6 and the White Sox 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cam Boozer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Swinging a foul straight back. Up the middle, Sosa on the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Boozer goes 6 feet 3 inches, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Bases empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And foul ball. Next offering way off the plate. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Here's a 1-2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout. Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Benintendi ranging after it. And that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the A's 6 and the White Sox 4.
pitching for the
Back
Athletics.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
37.
bottom of the 8th, Jose Leclerc.
Jose Leclerc.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Baldwin leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It might
No
be
ball,
time to
2
choke
strikes.
up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. That one just missing inside. Full count now. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting.
Corey Lee will hit next.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Oh, a great flip. There's one. How about that double play?
Very smooth on the feed to second right there. You gotta love that glove toss, Boo. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you gotta remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
Tachman in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one almost hit him.
Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Through 8 full, it's the A's 6. And back here on the south side, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now the left fielder, Seth Brown.
Number
Ball 1
40.
no strikes. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jared Schuster, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. He swings and fouls one off. In the air on the infield, Baldwin. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Luis Urias.
Next to hit, Luis Urias. That one ran inside, almost got him. And it's fouled away.
Inside, ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Inside, and it's a full count. And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
It came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Jacob Wilson digs in now. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he'll pull into second safely.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive.
Now
He really
batting,
shot that
right
one down
fielder,
the right field
Lawrence
line and
Butler.
somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all.
That's out to center field. Brings it in, and that is that. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the A's 6 and the White Sox 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Mason Miller.
Now pitching for
And
the
we all
A's.
know about his slider. It's just
Number
filthy,
19.
man. And one of the better ones in the
Mason
game, I'd say.
Miller.
Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So digging in,
And
Luis
leading off
Robert
for the White
Jr.
Sox, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Miller,
Off
an
the plate,
all-star
ball
a
one.
season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 1-1. And a strike right through there. That one at triple
1 ball,
digits.
2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Tying run at the plate. And now the count is even. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
And now Andrew Vaughn. 0 for 3 in this one. You too. Just missed. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. And that one is downstairs. 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Josh Rojas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fastball for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And the tying run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming in as a pinch runner, Brian Ramos. First and second, 1 out. Josh Rojas, the next to hit. And that misses. And it's 1-0. That one at the knees for a strike. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. And this is inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Missed with a changeup. They're now 3-1. Lenny Sosa in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Lifted in the air, out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Big spot here, bottom of the 9th, down to their final out. Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. That's smacked on a line to center. That's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
You don't gotta make up a style. You just gotta wake up and smile. You just gotta not give a doubt about a lot of cause you got a bottle full of that wow. And then